Hello and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. This is State of Decay 2, a game that came out in 2018 I think, and it is a zombie open world kind of survival game. You'll see what I mean by kind of later, where you manage a small community of basically permadeath characters and your goal is to liberate the map that you play on, and then you can even move on to other ones if you like. And it's a really fun zombie game, and basically if you know this game, you know this game, and if you don't know this game, it's best to just get into it and show you. But it's a zombie survival open world game. If that interests you, then let's keep watching. So what we're going to do is make a new community. I'm going to skip the tutorial and you'll be asked for your difficulty. Now I have never played Lethal or Nightmare, so I'm going to stick with what I know, and that is Dread. I don't find Dread to be particularly difficult, so we might turn it up to Nightmare later. I've done like 2 playthroughs of this game. I'm by no means an expert, but I'm not completely useless. So, we have to choose our map. Now, I'm very familiar with Trumbull Valley, so I don't want to do that one. Let's go for... oh, we could do random. Yeah, let's just do random, and if we get Trumbull Valley, we get Trumbull Valley. So accept that. So, to start your community, you're going to need 3 survivors. Now, you can actually bring survivors from other save games that you already have, but I made a whole new Xbox account to do this. I am on PC, by the way. You just need an Xbox account to play it because it's a Microsoft game. What I'm going to be doing for this is random survivors, and you'll see what that means in a second, but I'm going to give myself 1 reroll. So, if there's something I'm missing or there's just someone who's terrible, I can get rid of one of them, which sounds fair to me. So, the first random. Okay, we have Tony here. He has 5 different skills which are all pretty useful in different ways. I think everybody gets cardio, wits, fighting and shooting in some capacity, but the 5th skill is going to be a specialization for your character, and there's builder and traits. There's a lot of things here that you can get into. It's kind of almost an RPG in that sense, except that you don't want to get too attached to the characters like you would in an RPG. And then we want to do a random one here. This guy's just called Test Tube. Had a chemistry set. He's good at chemistry. Okay. And we have Sia, who has mechanics. This is a really good start. Like computers, chemistry, and mechanics on your starting survivors is quite useful. I am going to... you know, this guy is kind of terrible in a fight, so let's get rid of him. Let's use my 1 reroll on this guy. Because he had like lung disease or something. Okay, we have Tavis Piper, who is a sheriff, a different type of hero. And they have shopping. What does shopping do? Increases search speed. That's not terrible with a passive bonus to your parts, but it does mean that I'm going to have to find new people out there if I want to get a medic, which isn't ideal, but you know, I said I would get 1 reroll, so we'll go with it. So we have Tavis, Test Tube, and Tony. The triple T's. What these all mean, I'll show you when we get into it. So let's click Start Community. Start with these survivors. Oh, we got Trumbull Valley. Okay, well, we're going to play Trumbull Valley then, I guess. And we are in. Officially playing some... there's zombies there immediately. Officially playing some State of Decay. It's telling me about the fact that we're on Dread difficulty and it's going to be slightly difficult. We've been spawned next to a home base. Basically, there are a variety of home bases all over the map here that you can move into that have different buildings you can build that will help you in different ways. But we start off in a sort of nicer area than those, right next to a starting home. We get a car, but it's out of gas right now. So we need to go and clear our first home. I think I'm playing Tony, and the other 2 are following me for now. So let's get in here and clear out our new base. If you're wondering, this is a 3rd-person only game, and I enjoy the melee combat quite a bit. Let me deal with this guy as well. Oh. Let's finish him off. Yeah, it's probably for the best that was in a bush, because this is early in the video and YouTube would be like, oh no, 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 violence. So yeah, you didn't see what happened to that zombie. We killed him with love. Here we are. There's still zombies in here, is there? You can't see what's happening. There we go. Let's claim the home site. There's no real cost to it, because this is our first one. And we move in. So, with all the characters in the background done talking, I'm getting a bunch of pop-ups. The thing on the left there that says your home status, which is stable, which means our morale is, we're good, we're fine. Nobody's happy, but nobody's sad. We've got food, meds, ammo, materials, fuel, population, parts, influence, and I think that's prestige. I don't know much about that. We need to go out into the world and just purify it of all of these big red plague hearts, which are very scary things that do very scary things. I will get into more of them later. But the main concern is going to be gathering supplies so that we don't die. And that's how this game is kind of a survival game. I don't have to go like into a container and pick up these snacks that I have. I'm not going to starve to death that way, but morale will get extremely low if we don't have food, and then my survivors here, like him, will start going away, and if you run out of survivors, well, you're going to have a much harder time actually surviving, and eventually you'll die. So it's survival in the abstract sense. It's more of a macro survival. We're not having to micromanage the cups of coffee that I'm drinking. So, we have a first quest that's going to teach us how to do some of the basics of surviving in this world, which is to use a survey point, such as the Old West Tower, the marker 300 meters away, to scout for a location with materials, and then we need to go there and get materials, because we need materials to build things. Yeah, it's out of fuel. Do we have a gas can? No, but we do have materials. So, since all of these people are so dumb they forgot they have a bag of materials in the back of their car, I'm going to pretend their own delusion with them, and we're going to do this little starting quest. Oh god, a screamer. There. He didn't get a chance to scream and make everything terrible for me. Stealth is quite important in this game because you can get swarmed quite easily, especially if you're playing on the harder difficulties. So you don't want to get caught with those screamers. So let's head over to the observation point here, which is a mechanic I really like. If there's one thing I enjoy, it's a game that understands the value of reconnaissance. And we've leveled up my cardio. Now, I'm not 100% sure what that one rank of something does. Let's see. I have 3 max stamina. Great. So, we want to aim. We can recon that there's a crash plane there. There's a windmill shed, which might have materials. House by the crash site. Aptly named, nothing of note there.
Look at that ride.
We've got a special car there. The survey car is one that will allow you to mark things on your map at longer ranges, quite useful. An army outpost, a roadside garage, a hidden campsite.
That beater looks like it still runs.
Another car. A peak. An army medical tent. A garage and a shelter and a vehicle bay. So, I've reconned this whole area and you can see on the map they're all marked there now and I have a rough idea of what everything could have. What do I want? See, that one's in plague territory, so I'm going to go for this one. Because plague zombies are scary. Because we don't have an infirmary yet, so I have no way of healing that if I do get infected with the blood plague. So let's head down to whatever this is. Search it for materials. Now, normally you won't get a big quest marker to tell you where materials are. This is just because it's the backup tutorial in case you decide to skip the tutorial. But you've actually forgotten how to play the game. Let me go kill this one guy. Here we are, so let's loot this place. Now when you search a container you have a choice. You can search it like this, and you'll very slowly open the container. But you'll also do it more quietly. You get an energy drink, that's good for stamina. Or we can do shift search, which might make noise. Ooh, crossbow, nice. I'll take a crossbow. We got an outfit there, you can customize your characters. Look, I got a hiking pack, which gives me 8 slots there, very useful. Not bad. Now let's quick search this and see if we can fumble it. Nope, we're getting lucky, okay. Well, that is quite useful. Let's check this one out. Oh, there's a fuel thingy here. Come on, fumble it. Ah, we got a rucksack of materials. Yep, that's the way to go. Hi there, I didn't see all you guys. Right, let me shift search that. We got some chemicals which are used in crafting. Another backpack and a smoke grenade. Could be useful. And let's search this, maybe get some fuel. I'll have to drop something though. Let's go for the old backpack.
Okay, that's
so,
heavy.
I'll be able to fuel the car we came in at least now, so I'll stop running around like an idiot. Let's head home with my materials that I've scavenged. Yep, and I'm out of stamina. Actually gonna grab the car first, because it actually has more materials we can genuinely use. If I can get an easy fight with a zombie, I'm gonna take it as well, because I would really prefer to level my combat skills before I need to. So let's refuel this car. The Miragra. There we go. Hop in the driver's seat. Pretty standard driving controls. We want to bring this over to the outpost. And park it here. Now this is something it took me a very long time to learn, but you need to know it if you're going to play this game. You got your car trunk, right? You put stuff in it. You don't have to run in and out like this. I'm gonna use this as a demonstration. Say you pick something out of your car, and then you have to go in the door, and then you have to run over to the thing and press E to deposit it, and yay, we complete the quest. But also, now I have to run out and get another bag, and you know, there are cars there with like 8 of these things, and it's just not practical. You can press T on them to send them straight to your storage, I guess, inside, like that. And I don't have to even enter the place again. So, build a facility to improve your base. I would imagine the most important one should be an infirmary, because we need to be able to cure the blood plague, because I am going to get infected, because I am not very good at the game. Where's the infirmary? Here we go. Treats blood plague, restores health, indoor, outdoor, small slot, costs 4 materials and 1 labor. Now labor is this here, it's represented by that little guy working. Ours is 3 because we have 3 normal people, so they can do 3 amounts of labor at any given time. We're slightly low on morale because we're missing beds, but I will worry about that in a moment. Let's get the infirmary, and the other 2 labor I will put towards fixing the beds so that we can actually have beds and our morale will go up. And that's all we can do because we have 3 labor. We've been contacted by some random nearby potential allies who need something from us. So if you want to get influence and make friends and allies and have a pool of survivors you can recruit, you want to help out the random people. Now this is just, again, tutorial quests. There's a lot more freedom in this. I don't have to do it. It just is a good idea to actually do it. Don't mind my driving. Listen, everybody thinks they're a good driver until they try and do it whilst doing a YouTube video. Trust me. We're in plague territory. Right, well, it's paused and we can explain it. Plague carts turn the regions around them into plague territory, preventing you from claiming outposts and bases. Kill the heart to remove its corruption from the region, but be careful. Certain actions in plague territory will contribute to awakening a plague cart, killing zombies, screamers, and attacking the plague carts. Plague carts are not aware of you. The zombies are not. Stealth allows you to cross plague territory safely, while vehicles draw a lot of attention and therefore risk drive safe. Basically, the zombies here, these red ones, they're more dangerous. They can infect you. Fortunately, I happen to be using a weapon of mass destruction. Just cosmetic damage. Just a little bit of cosmetic damage. On harder difficulties, that becomes less and less cosmetic, mind you, but I can afford it. Right, let's talk to Dennis. What do you need, Dennis? Nice shovel. Oh wait, which one of you is Dennis? You're Dennis. So, he wants plague samples to do some science, I guess. And it just so happens that using a crossbow will get you more plague samples. I'm not destroying a plague cart right now. I don't have explosives or guns. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a bunch of these plague zombies. This teaches you how to get plague samples which are used in plague cures if you can't use the infirmary to solve it, I guess. So we want to use my crossbow because it happens to give you the highest chance of getting plague samples. In my experience, this does actually take a while. But at least I'll level my shooting as I go. Hey, there's one sample. That's pretty good luck. Grab that for them. Grab my light bolt back. Oh, hello. I see a special zombie. That over there is a bloater. Now, immediately upon me telling you that, you know exactly what this guy does, because zombie games are very tropey, and he's a cliche. I missed him. Let's try that again.
Watch that stinky stuff.
Yep. He's the zombie that turns into a cloud of gas if you destroy him. He's in every zombie game. Now, there's some plague zombies out on the lake here, and I need more samples, so let's go ahead and try and take them down. I have 1 bolt left.
No more of those.
I didn't make that one count. Well, we can still get plague samples if I beat the shit out of them, it's just not as effective. Oh, we can get one of these back. Now, that marker over there at 500 meters is telling me that there's a plague cart, which is not something I would want to take on with what I have right now. We've finished my infirmary and the beds, so we should have good morale. Oh, you motherfucker. There we go. I'm just going to keep doing this until I eventually stumble on another plague sample. There we go. A second plague sample. So let's bring that to the friend and get my reward for it. Which is mostly just going to be influence, which we can spend on useful things. After that, though, it's going to be much more open-ended. I'm not 100% sure what I want my plan to be here. Hi there, Dennis. Here's the samples you needed.
These plague samples, I can make something that'll cure a blood plague if one of us gets infected.
Oh, and he gave us some fuel and 500 influence.
If you need it.
That's not bad.
Thanks, amigo.
We were kind of low on fuel anyway. So let's head back to the compound. We're now in the more free-flowing part of the game. Send the fuel over. There we go. Now, on the drive home, the people complained to me about a lack of meds. The infirmary takes meds to work, for obvious reasons. It'll passively drain your med supply, so we need to go out and find more meds, kind of immediately, and we also need ammo. We're kind of good on food, decent on fuel and materials, but the pressing matter right now is medicine. And there happens to be an army medical tent that we scouted out earlier. So that's an army medical tent. I don't know if you know anything about the army, viewer, but they tend to also have ammo around, so it could kill two birds with one stone here. So let's jump in the car. My character has not incurred any negative effects yet, so no sense in wasting him. Let's head down there. Ah, that's the other car near us, is it? That does have more storage space. How's it looking? Got a little bit of fuel. Nothing in the back though. Right. This is in a pretty useful place. I can probably go ahead and just drive this up to our second parking spot, and this can just be my second car. Well, that opening door didn't work because I didn't didn't line it up right. It's fine. Repair kits aren't that hard to get. So, we have a second car. Outstanding. It's not got enough fuel though, so we're gonna go run back to this one. Cardio level 4. Great. So, let's go a little bit off-road here. Here's the army tent we saw from up there on that tower. Let's see if there's any zombies inside. Special outposts. Each map has a landmark outpost which offers multiple strategic benefits. Resource outposts can also be upgraded to increase their incomes. Examine these outposts on the base screen to explore your options.
About a legit outpost site.
So if we wanted to, we could take this place over and have it permanently giving me like one medicine every day, which could be quite useful. I think you can also teach a character meds from here. So taking this as my first outpost could be pretty good. Yeah, we need ammo, I get it. We survived our first day as a... Ooh, free hat. Let's see, we got a splitting maul, which is a melee weapon. A Echo X1 combat crossbow, which is way better than mine. So we'll use that one. We'll give one of the other guys a light crossbow. Let's see what else we can find.
Goods are goods.
Not the kind of ammo we're looking for. We don't want little piles of magazines. We want a full-on bag of ammo. Painkillers. Not the kind of meds I was looking for either. Is that it? That was a really unlucky run, but we can turn this place into an outpost. Now, is it the best place to do it? Probably not, because here's what you want to do with your outposts in my experience. You want to take down a play cart somewhere and build your outposts somewhere nearby so that you can then loot the area and bring all your stuff back to that little outpost much easier. And if you need to switch out the characters further away from your home, you can do it from outposts. So it's good to have your outposts spread out across the countryside, but we can refund this outpost, so it doesn't matter too much if we do this now. So if we take this, we can use one of our 2 outpost slots for 300 influence, and we'll get a passive med per day, and we can upgrade it if we want to teach someone medicine, which is a useful skill for someone to have, but I don't think any of our current survivors have a free skill slot, so we might need to recruit a 4th.
Boom. Outpost complete.
There we go. So we have our first outpost, which is generating us 1 meds per day, which should offset the amount of meds the infirmary is just using by existing. Speaking of that, we need a workbench, or sorry, a workshop, because that's where you craft things. So I will tell my other guys to build that from here, and that does put us a little bit low on materials, but really the big thing is ammo. Let's go over to that cell tower and do a bit more scouting. Now, I probably could try and remember the last time I played this map, and like, not cheat by knowing where things are, but like, have an advantage. Fortunately, my memory of the place is fairly blurry, so we shouldn't really have to worry about me metagaming it. Let's go over this bridge. We got influence for doing it, because it was absolutely suicidal to do that. Here we are. Ah. We've pissed off a screamer. Fortunately, I'm kind of far away from it anyway. Yeah, they actually don't know where I am, so it's fine.
Kind of got an emergency here. Can you help?
Ah, so one of...
Neighbors just stole every scrap of medicine we had. How are we supposed to put up with this?
What this town needs is law and order. We can't stand by and watch bullshit like this happen.
So, we have a sheriff mission available, which would be for Tavis, who can go and talk to somebody. Who is it? Who's it for? One of these enclaves of people that's around here, and we can help them out by tracking down their stolen meds. I think it ends in you killing another one of the enclaves, so I don't know if I want to do that. The game isn't particularly forceful about it. It doesn't, you know, you might piss off the group of people that you don't bother to help, but it's, you know, it's hardly irreversible, in my experience anyway. We go climb up this ladder, see what we can see from here. So we've obviously got a shop there and a shed, got some
I could
garages,
maybe see an outpost there.
an outpost at the power station, but we can't take that over, because see how it's red? That means it's in play cart territory. If we want to take that over, we're going to need to take down the play cart, which I'm not fully equipped to do yet. Ooh, a cargo van. That is good to know about, because those are useful. Another truck there, the one I found already. Bombed out bridge, and where am I missing?
That'll do it for now.
There. So, I have uncovered a bunch more stuff, namely various vehicles that I could bring back, but we only have 2 parking slots anyway, right? No, we have 4. We could afford to have more cars then. It might be worth grabbing some gas and hunting down this other truck and this cargo van. You can never have too many spare vehicles. I think there's gas stuff around here somewhere. Like, there's garages there. We might be able to get gas from it. So the first thing we do probably want to do is find ammo. We're depressed, aren't we? Why? Oh, because of no ammo. Yeah, that'll do it. So we need to get ammo, like, now. That means probably going into play cart territory and stealthily stealing some ammo, because it's not like I can afford to just drive around for ages looking for uncovered ammo. So let me get down here. I've set my marker to go to this next cell tower, which could be used to survey that town that's up there. We can see there's a town because of all the roads. We can see if I bring back some damn ammo. That's what we apparently need. Stuff all this in here for now. Press F to turn these lights on. I mean, we might get lucky and get ammo at the Tartan Mart. This is the US after all. You can find bullets in a random store, but let's try something a little bit more risky. I don't think we can stop here because there's too many plague zombies around. So I will continue and just drive and see if I can hunt down ammo the old-fashioned way, which is driving past it. Because that also marks things on your map. Bunch of stores here, we could get lucky with one of them. Got another truck there, good to know. Let's abandon the car there and fight this guy. No, he didn't see me. May have been attracted more to the light than anything else. Shouldn't have put my crossbow bolts away, that was unwise. Very stealthy. Grab that. Take down. Do the same to her. Let's try and get up onto this communications thingy and see if we can search for some useful stores around here. Oh, there is like an army thing right next to me. That might also work. Let me check that first. Yeah, military tent. This will probably actually have ammo in it. That works. I'll search the tower anyway, but... See, we've got standard bolts and shotgun shells. Again, not the kind of ammo we're looking for. A pistol, which I'll just equip to put it in a slot, and some army clothing if I want to customize my characters, I can.
Whoever lost this
Ah,
need it now.
there's some ammo. That's what we're looking for, a big old rucksack of it. And let me search this as well. This one just has crossbow bolts. Cool, works for me. But while I'm here, I will check this tower and see if there's anything nearby that's of interest to me. More crossbow bolts. Right, let's have a survey of the area. Ah, there's the plague cart. That's what we'd have to destroy to liberate this area from the red zombies. There's still gonna be zombies everywhere, but not the extra dangerous kind. Ah, another truck down there, nice. Oh, this was a great vantage point. There's like 100 of these question marks all uncovered. There more? Ah.
That'll do it for now.
So, I have scouted pretty much this whole town now, and I can see all the major points of interest. We've got survivors there, Survivors up there, survivors down here. So there's 3 enclaves of survivors. There's 2 plague carts, which are basically controlling each side of this river here. We've got a food outpost. Power? No, that's a water outpost. A gas outpost, a power station, potential new base that I probably do want to move into. The Red Talon one will give you like a free character if you follow its quest line, and it's a pretty good character at that, so we might actually move in there once I've got 5 survivors. Another water one, another food one, another food one, as well as a lot of very useful things like bathrooms, which may contain meds. Weird, but they are quite good for meds, as well as these little army posts like that, which have ammo in them. They're not as good as full-on like ammo like stores, but they're something. So let's head back to the car, take the ammo back to the community, so they stop being depressed about how they can't shoot things. Skill issue, I'd say, but you know. And then we can solve my community's problem, and I can learn how to actually use a ladder. Let's get back to sneaking. At least I have 37 crossbow bolts to get me there. Oh, and this one has a zoom. It's not that good of a zoom. That is an outstanding zoom. Now, if you look on the bottom left there on the blue bar, you'll see the 3 Zs. That is me being tired. So that means I should probably switch characters for a little while and play with someone else, because this guy, he's a little bit spent. Can't keep going. Well, he can keep going, but he'll be at a reduced effectiveness. I've certainly taken survivors through a lot worse than some mild sleepiness, but you know. Gives me an excuse to take a look at the other 2 survivors we made. Well, randomly selected. Let's grab this car and drive on home. Here we are. You know what's just occurred to me? There's an army tent right there. We could probably get ammo from it. Well, this was all still very useful. It's fine. So let's transfer most of this over just to the community so they can all use it. Anyway, now that the NPCs are done talking, we're at -10 because we're playing on Dread difficulty. The higher the difficulty you play, the more severe your morale bonus is going to be, the more important it's going to be to get morale boosting things like, say, a water outpost or a power outpost, or just making your base better. Before we switch over to another character, though, I do want to check the army tent over here. It is just like a 100-meter run, so it's not too big of a deal. There's an armored guy up there, but I shouldn't really have to fight anyone anyway, unless they're right in there. There is one guy right in there. I've got my pistol if I need it. I put the crossbow away, though. Site secure? No, it's not. There's a guy right there. Yes, yes. Go into the monetization bushes. Right, let's search this, see what we can find. Ooh. This is from the Stay Frosty pack. I think I have like the full Ultimate Edition of this game, so we get like different kinds of guns. It's not that me paying for the DLC would have gotten me the guns, it's just it adds them to the loot table. So this is a PDW, which uses 7.62 with a capacity of 20 rounds. Not bad. Proper automatic weapon. Good. They're very useful. If I need to explain why, you should consider watching a zombie movie. Cowboy hat. Set of motorized targets, which you can apply as a mod to your shooting training facility to reduce the training time. That is good, but it's more of a late game thing.
Damn, this shit is heavy.
Yeah, complain about the heaviness, whatever. We got some more ammo though, that's good. I could have genuinely came 100 meters up the road. State of Decay. Much more 9mm, always welcome. Search this last thing. Ooh, 2 grenades, some more parts, and more crossbow bolts. That was a handy little looting run. I'm gonna run home now. We're in more need of meds, I think. That might be my next priority. There's more ammo. There. We went from having no ammo to too much ammo. Store some of the other stuff I just found as well, like the guns. And this character can hold on to the pistol because while I'm not controlling them, they will still need to defend themselves from zombies who might try and attack this place, so I don't want to leave them completely unarmed. But let's press M, go to the community, and I don't want to switch to Tavis because he's got some sheriff quest, so let's go for test tube. Test tube. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. I'm going to take the car, I'm going to go out to these garages here, maybe the Tartan Mart. I'm going to gather up a bunch of loot. I'm going to try and get some gas, and I'm going to try and steal myself that survey car, which is useful, and probably one of the vans that I found. Yeah, the cargo van. That's got a lot of storage. That's probably useful. So let's take test tube. I'll give him a crossbow. Let's grab the car, and we'll go out and hunt down some more fuel. And if we find meds on the way, well, that's great. Oh, hello. That was an armored zombie. Armor doesn't protect you from that, though. Oh, screamer. Let's try and ram it. Shush. Don't want any of that. There's a gas station here, or a auto repair place, which is probably a good place to search for these things.
Finish what you started.
Put that one down. Here comes another one. Use space to kick, and then E to do that. Oh, it's a full-on horde, huh? Let me reload my crossbow. Now, this armored guy's faster than them, so if I can drag him further away...
We sure would appreciate
Bloody radio calls. And then finish him off. Press C to dodge away.
I need a break.
Yep, he needs a break. Let's eat some snacks. And we're instantly re-healed. Just gotta dodge and weave. Ah, you're not getting me. Shush. Nope.
And that was the last one.
Ah, you missed me. I'm too dodgy. That was quite the physics. There, those aren't too bad to handle because they're just normal zombies. You can take on a little clump of them without needing to fire a shot. Let's have a look inside here then. Oh, there's more zombies. One of them's fast.
We still got dance to deal with.
More of them? Right, let's search.
Yay.
Oh, a lizard hoodie. Okay. Some parts, those are useful.
Damn it.
Don't worry about that sound. Ah, gas, nice. Need that.
Okay.
And a toolkit, that also is very helpful. There. Proper bag of fuel. Let me run outside, because there's zombies here. Don't know how many of them there are, so I don't want to get trapped in there. Put this in here, though. Let's see if we can deal with this.
Ray, it's Lily.
Lily, shut the fuck up.
Alexis Trumbull. Is everything okay?
Thanks, Lily. Yeah, I'm taking care of it.
All right then. You let me know if you need any help.
Anybody else think we weren't supposed to hear that?
That was noisy.
You didn't see it coming. There's this vending machine.
Scoured it.
Ah, energy drink, nice. There's a couple of other buildings here we can search for more fuel-related things. Oh, nothing here, okay. This one's a bit more promising. Chemicals, gas can.
Quite heavy.
Skill issue, man, skill issue. And another rucksack of gas, nice. This place is cleared. Well, it's cleared of loot, but there's plenty of zombies to be smacked still. Oh, dodge that. I enjoy the combat in this game. So, phase 1 of my plan has gone very well. I got a bunch of gas and a bunch of fuel. Two separate things you need to be aware of. They are different things. The next thing is hunting down those cars that I want. Now here's the thing, you can't tow in this game, at least not in the vanilla game. I don't know if this game has any kind of mods or anything, probably. But at least from what I've played, you can't tow things. Which means when you want a new vehicle, you have to go out and you have to hunt it down on foot. It's a bit of a pain. So we have 2 more vehicle slots. I'm running out to the survey car that we found earlier. Now the survey car is like any other car. It's a car. But it has a scouting... Anyway, as I was saying, it has a scouting bonus, which tells you more about the area you're driving past, which is very useful, especially if you can't find a survey point. So You have plenty of influence to spend. Try trading or using your radio commands. I know, I know. I mostly want to use it on outposts, though. Hello, friends. Here we are. It's in good condition, it looks like. Don't worry about the stolen meds quest. They'll get help when I say they get help. So, refuel the survey car with my gas cans. Well, I've actually only got 2, so I should take this one and use the other one on the cargo van later. So let's take this here, and maybe I should demonstrate how it works really quickly. Let's drive, like, to there, and do it semi-slowly, and you'll see that on the map, as we go past, things will be revealed a bit more quickly and in more detail than if we were to just speed past it in a normal car, and further away as well. See, just before I entered this town, I already had a bit of intel on it. Just ram through that. See, we're learning on the minimap. Might as well do a full-on loop of Marshall, why not? It's the name of this town, by the way. So, I went through the town of Marshall there. I followed that main road, and you can see just using the survey car, we've uncovered a decent amount of it. That zombie. Where are they? Piss off. Anyway. Yeah, I uncovered a decent amount of what is in this town. Now, I didn't stop because it's just filled with zombies, but you can see we've got gas stations, power. We could actually take that over without having to take down any of the play cars. That's quite useful. A power station that... Well, actually, isn't there another one up here? Yeah, we've got one there anyway, so it's not that. It could be quite strategically useful, because we could take it over and then use it as a staging post to just loot this whole town, including taking down that play cart. But we uncovered a bunch of food, meds, gas. There's a gun shop, that's very good to know. Warehouses, more play carts, a couple of quests. Yeah, a decent little overview of that town by just doing... Come on, come on, come on. No, didn't slide off. I guess that pole doesn't exist. Anyway, so yeah, we scouted the town there, just to demonstrate the usefulness of this car, and why I wanted it. Let's head back to the base and take my other gas can, and take the cargo van that we found nearby as well. Having a nice fleet of various types of cars to help us for various kinds of missions is a good idea. Next thing we're going to focus on is explosives though, just so we know. Well, honestly, explosives and automatic weapons would be the main thing. We'll have to drive around the backside, of course. Fortunately, you can use the arrow keys or the WSD keys to sort of flip yourself. Here we go. Save that in the parking spot. Was there anything in the back of this? I forgot to check. I think I put these in here. Right, where's the cargo van? Down there. Let's go and retrieve that as well. Here we are. The cargo van. It's in pretty good shape. I'll use a toolkit I have on it. Why not? There. Factory new. Let's refuel it. And it has a machete in the back. I do like a good machete. So you'll see this has an absurd amount of storage. What? That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 slots of storage. I've never seen a truck with 15 storage slots before. I guess I've never had an actual cargo van. Let's go looting now then. There is a couple of useful stores nearby. Oh, just 2 containers? Really? And some weapon remains. I told you, you can find that kind of thing here. This was lame though. We got another storage thing out the back though. Lotar cigarettes, which you can sell. That's all they're for. Okay, this place was a bit of a dump. What other... Oh yeah, there's a few more garage buildings around here. Oh, this character's getting leveled at a great speed. He'll be specializing in no time. That's a horde. Yeah, these zombies aren't the best zombies. Really, the freaks and the plague ones you gotta watch out for. These are just to make sure you have something to practice on, I think. Right, where's the... around this corner. Let me drive this around. Okay, we used 2 food. That seems pretty normal for a few people living in there. We're on a bit of a stagnant supply of everything else, though, because our clinic is eating all of our meds from the outpost. Hello.
Set free. For now.
No one's home. Ah,
That's a lot to carry.
construction supplies, nice. Throw that in there. This guy needs a better backpack. 6 slots, ugh. However would you live with that? Oh, hi. Hey. Anyway, I can use a bandage for my healing. Oh, there's more zombies in here. Can't carry all this, but I bet my van can. Oh, hello there. Goodbye. Is he dead? He might be dead. Let's see what this place has. Yeah, just 2 containers, not bad. Some parts, always useful, and this container has some materials. Perfect. Dump that in the truck and check the nearby building over there. Ah, more materials, some rebar, some gas, and some other things. Some parts. And a noisemaker. Cool. Those are useful. Anything in these? Ah, these aren't actually marked.
That just rang the dinner bell.
Some parts and some gas. Let's deal with these guys. Well, that was effective. Ah, an extra thingy of gas. I'll need to come back for that one. Hang on. Oh, there's a bloater over there.
And I'm dry.
And a filled up truck already. It's fine though, we're relatively close by to my base, so should be fine. Grab all this. Yeah, making noise, whatever. Hi there. This guy's getting leveled very, very nicely. Oh, I got injured. That's fine. I have a med bay after all. So that'll just passively heal. What injury is it? I have a scrape. Shut up, test tube. Oh, we need to go put this in the truck and grab that rucksack again. Gonna get a load of fuel out of this little run. Oh, there's another container as well. Ah, just parts, cool. Then grab the rucksack. Right, I think we should head home. I need to switch characters anyway so that this guy can heal off his scrapes. It's fine, we haven't played with a third character yet anyway. There we go. We're doing good on fuel and materials now. Still need more meds and probably food, honestly. We have a few days worth of food, but a few days worth of food is rarely enough. Hey guys, is Pre-Built of Future Past here. I cut out a segment of this video here because I was trying to keep this at, 40 to 50 minutes and it was going to be like an hour. So in the 20-minute segment that I've cut out, basically what happened is I looted a barn for some food, I donated some ammo to the people who we helped the first time, and I bought some medicine from them because we were quite low on medicine, and I'm about to get into what I plan on doing in the next episode. Yeah, the next thing that I need to do then is just work on getting explosives and ammo, and also some kind of automatic weapon, and unfortunately I'm probably going to have to go into Plague Carter territory, like properly, and clear out a gun store while dealing with the plague zombies, which makes it a lot harder than it needs to be, but not impossible. Once I have a bunch of ammo and explosives, we can take down a couple of Plague Carts, and that makes all of it way easier going from there. Here we go, we won't be so worried about meds now. So what can I do about ammo and explosives? Well, let's see what we can do in terms of crafting them. Because we do have chemistry at our disposal, which I think allows us to do some extra things. So we can produce ammo using parts and chemicals. I do have a decent amount of parts, but before I do that, I can come over to my supply locker and say I don't really care about rebar. I can salvage that for some more parts, which I'm probably going to do because everybody comes with a shitty starting weapon. So it doesn't really matter too much. I'll keep my crossbows and stuff though. So we got a bunch of extra parts now. Repair and salvage weapons. I can salvage weapon remains as well. That takes time though. So soda can bombs are probably a really good idea, but they do take our ammo. Ah, and this is being used, so we can't make any more ammo in the meantime. Let's make 2 thingies of soda can bombs.
We are in dire need of ammunition.
No, we're not. Shush. There, so I now have 6 soda can bombs. Can I get an automatic weapon? I've got this, the HB PDW, and it uses 7.62. Okay. What else do I have? Smoke grenades, grenades, firecrackers, a boombox, that's actually quite helpful. Meds, energy drinks. Yeah. Let me grab a gas can and refuel one of the cars I'm more willing to sacrifice. This only has 4 inventory. Let's go for this one. This is a good balance between replaceable and useful. So, this is full auto, has 20 capacity, 21. And I've got 6 soda can bombs. I should be able to take down a play cart with that, but the first question we need to ask is which one is most worth taking down? Because the first one's the easiest, they only get harder from there. This would unlock the start of a new town, and it would give me the start of the access to the next base, and then we could take down this one, and we could pretty much free up this whole town, and then we could move to a third one once we get a bit more explosives and stuff set up, and we could completely just clear out this northern peninsula, which will reduce the amount of infestations and stuff we have to deal with if they're really far away from play carts. So yeah, I think going north, trying to take down one of the play carts is what I'm gonna do. But I think before we go running off to the play carts and destroying everything, we're gonna have to wait for the next episode. But I've got a good amount of ammo, I've got 6 soda can bombs, I feel good about my chances, but I'm running out of time for this episode. So in the next episode, we'll start it off, we'll go up there, we will blow up a play cart. If I have any spare supplies left over, then we can take down another one, and if I have even just a little bit more after that, we can take down the third one and liberate the north of the map here. And we could also do the same here, and we would to get this whole other peninsula liberated as well. There's a lot of decent stuff in there if I remember correctly. There isn't any really hard ones. There just becomes sort of, is it worth clearing these? Like, do I care about clearing that play cart and that play cart and that play cart? Like, they're not really guarding anything. You can see that. They're just, like, in a field somewhere. Whereas these are guarding a lot of loot and outpost potential. So we'll go up there and we'll liberate the northern town in the next episode. In the meantime though, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. This is not my usual content, so anything you can do to help me out is greatly appreciated. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. In the meantime though, a special thank you to my members and patrons. If you want to become one of those, you can find the links down in the description. If you've watched this video, you'll probably be interested in another one. I would recommend the one on the top right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.